all up and
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Awaken to Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here with us today. If you are live on Zoom with us here, welcome, welcome. If you are watching on the replay on YouTube, welcome, welcome. Please do subscribe so you can take advantage of all the current shows, all the previous shows, all the shows coming up. It is my deepest wish, desire, and intention to bring to you these amazing speakers who are sharing their wisdom, their teachings, their experiences, their processes, their healings, clearings, etc., so that we can all thrive, so that we can all awaken to happiness now. And so today, my dear friend Deepakk Raisinghani is back with us, and we're going to be talking about inner child healing. And this, I have to admit, works. It's amazing. So inner child healing is amazing, and I recently did a process, I think last week or something, and amazing. So um, I've worked with Deepakk before in this process myself, and it again, we all have stuff. So we'll talk about this later, but we all have stuff, and we all have trauma from our childhood or before, and these processes really, really help. So today with Deepakk, we're going to be talking about what is the origin of this healing process that Deepakk downloaded. How did he download it, and when, from where, and from who? What is the difference between mind energy and stored energy? We'll talk about that. How does this healing work, and how many days does a person take to see results? What issues and concerns does this healing cater to? So what does it work with or solve or help with? How many trauma types are there, and can you elaborate what each does? So there are several trauma types. We're going to talk about that and elaborate what each one does. There is also going to be 2 demos that Deepakk is going to be facilitating. So in one of them, he's going to call out some names of various experiences that people have on the call. You can recognize from your own body or brain's reaction whether you are carrying such issues in your body. And then the second demo is about releasing trauma from a particular year in the life of those who are on the call live or who are watching on the replay, of course. And this is a very powerful modality. So the demo is going to rattle people and bring out their blocks into their awareness so we can, this process is really going to help you to see what trauma is there and help you to release it from that time. Okay, so it's really powerful, and I please do stay for that process. Okay, so for those of you who don't know Deepakk, he's been with us many times now. He is a born psychic intuitive, a solution-oriented healer who was in a corporate job and gave up his successful corporate career. His venture into light work happened as he was affected by black magic, which signaled his transition to the light work and moving him on his path with awareness. He launched his first process, Third Eye Ascension course, in 2016, and Akash Avilakyam in 2019, and then he downloaded Inner Child Healing in 2020 and launched the course in 2022. So Maharaj Kosal energies were downloaded by him in 2021, and then that course launched in 2024. So he also helps people clear.
By the way, that is getting copyrighted.
Okay,
Maharaj
good.
Kosal,
Awesome.
I'm copywriting. Trademark.
Awesome. Yeah, good.
Sorry.
That's okay. I was just going to say that Deepakk also helps people clear entities and dark energies from people and spaces. And so he has a multitude of processes which he tries to help people with on their journey to ascension and help them live their life queen size, king size, and live in abundance with wholesome health. So everyone, please join me in welcoming Deepakk back to the show. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Alara, for such a beautiful introduction. I'm overwhelmed with these words which you said. Yes, and I think it becomes very over a period of time you start to be becoming more humble by every experience which you. So this is how beautifully the masters work, and you get amazed at how beautifully they bring about so many people today, whatever number of people are here today. And even those who will be listening to the recording, how they basically are there because of certain awarenesses which they wish to be having or something like that. So everything is happening in a pre-designed way, but only thing
Absolutely.
we don't realize it.
Yes. It's all perfect as it is, right? It's all working out perfectly.
Yes,
and so Deepakk, you've been on our show many times. You've shared different healing modalities, different processes, and you've shared this one too in the past, the inner child healing. It was a couple years ago now. I don't remember now.
2 years back,
Yeah, exactly. And so, I know, as you do too, that every time we do these processes, something within us does transform, does get healed. I don't like to use the word healed, but gets transformed, and our life starts to change, or our perception of our reality starts to change, right? So and of course over time the process also gets more refined sometimes, or just more powerful, or you've become clearer, so the energies and frequencies and processes that are coming through you are also becoming more powerful as well, right? So with this process, specifically the inner child healing, and I said I just did one, and I've worked with you before many times, and I always have such wonderful experiences when I work with you. It's amazing, and I've said that many times, and it's absolutely true, and it's amazing the integrity with which you do your work. I mean, it's wonderful. I love it. So I know that this process as well, the inner child healing process, definitely works. And if more of us were to take the opportunity to either learn it or receive the inner child healing work for ourselves, our lives will also transform and become better, right? And then we will be queen size, king size as well, right? So let's talk about, it's so funny. I said at the very beginning, we have to keep the call short, to an hour and a half, to an hour 45 minutes, and here I am talking. So it's like,
no, you look like a bulb today. You look like a glowing bulb today. Difference is there compared to 4 months back.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I totally agree. Yeah, there's definitely been a difference for sure. My life keeps changing all the time, right? So with change, with transformation comes change, right?
Yes. Change is important. Change is important because something like, when you work in a particular scenario, you become used to a particular scenario, then you create these virtual realities around you, and the comfort zone builds up around you. Breaking that comfort zone itself is change. So very important. Change is very important.
Not always easy, but definitely required for sure if you want transformation. So with this inner child healing process, do you want to just share a little bit about where it came from, how you downloaded it, who is overlighting the process with you, like who's working with you, which guides are working with you?
Yeah.
Oh yes, everyone, drink water. Very important.
Yeah. Because so in fact, inner child as a process, I feel I set the ball rolling somewhere in 2018 and 2019. That was the time I had basically been to many old age homes. In fact, I remember one particular photograph of I basically daily morning have my newspaper. I always see the newspaper. So I remember a photograph which I saw in somewhere in 2019 March. It was of a malnourished child from an orphanage. The child was 12 years old, and this photograph was shown. And it was seemingly, I could, looking at the photograph, I would say it is just 3 or 4 years old. So, but it was 12 or 13 years old. So that was the amount of malnourishment. I think that somewhere broke me. In fact, in 2018, I had started visiting along with my wife. Thanks to my wife, I had started visiting a lot of old age homes. Like there were 2-3 old age homes which we used to visit. So we used to go there, make them happy. Okay, till that time, I was enjoying the whole process. So we would go there on our local festivals, maybe on a birthday. We'll just cut a cake and everybody's celebrating. So they used to love it because they are away from family. So March 2019, I think that photograph, I think somewhere broke me. And I started thinking, how can we do something where we can do something for these children? And these old people and these children, what is their, so they have done their best in whatever in their life, but they are in the old age home now today. Nobody to take care of them and things like that. So these are all very dark chapters. But only thing, what are we doing? We are trying to bring about love to them. Intention is to send them love, not dark. Because anybody can be happy if you just send them love. So I think somewhere that was a thought which came into me. And 24th of April 2020, The whole world was in a lockdown mode, I believe. India, I think somewhere in 24th of March, we stopped. So within a month, 24th of April 2020, I was just sitting in my home and I was just doing my normal practices. And somewhere I just saw a vision of some process happening. I was already thinking of inner child for about more than a year. So I said that whenever it is, let me see. So I saw a process happening in front of me and I loved the process. I don't know, I was just zapped. I just saw a vision and I felt something happening around me. I said, it is superb. But logical that we are, it took me 2-3 days to really understand. And 27th of April 2020, I did that process for myself. And that is where I just talked about, okay, that is where I came to know that how strong this process is. Because it took me about an hour and a half. So I'll share with you how the process goes, but it took me an hour and a half for healing myself from that inner child. That hour and a half, I was literally, burping and burping all as if I don't know. Have you felt like what do you call acid reflux? So I was getting all acid on in my breath, complete acid, and I never had any problem with acidity ever. Acid, all coming up. For 1.5 hours, I was literally burping with acid. And my whole mouth became white with the acid itself. So that was the kind of anger which was stuck inside me for about those many years. So I released it from me, from my mother's womb. And that is how I realized how powerful that process is. And I basically was doing Akashic already. So Chitragupt in India and Lord Metatron he's known in Western culture. There, Chitragupt, Metatron came into my awareness that he will be there. And Lord Melchizedek, he has been very present with me right from day one. I use him for entity clearing and things like that. So Lord Melchizedek, he is like another form of Lord Shiva, you can say that way. So same energies. So he was there. Then I, of course, called upon, so like Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Samuel, Zadkiel, and even Raphael. So these energies were also with me already, and I just used them to heal. Plus, I added Archangel Haniel for releasing the inner child issues. So it was like a transformation which would happen. So these energies are there. So when I downloaded, I basically had these energies. And so the process I will share with you when we come to that question, but this is how I downloaded the process. This is how it just came into my awareness and boom, it just launched. And I immediately got a lot of, first me, I went through a lot of changes. In fact, over a period of time, I had so much of anger, it took me 3-4 months to release that. But as I progressed forward, I was guided to make a meditation, which this meditation helps you to release these things faster. So within a month, you will release what all you will be releasing over a period of 6 months to 8 months to 9 months. So your releases can come in various stages. So that audio also I made. That audio is a good 27-minute audio. So that audio
Awesome.
helps you to release the habit energies, which you still carry within. So what I went through,
that's important.
Yeah. So what I went through for 7 to 8 months, I ensured that people after, who receive this kind of healing energy from me in a child, they will not have to go through this problem of delayed releases. They will immediately release and move forward. That's important.
Yeah, exactly. That's important. Yeah, thank you. And even though like your first inner child healing that you did on yourself took an hour and a half plus,
Yeah,
8, 9 months, for those of us who are receiving the healing from you, it doesn't have to take an hour and a half. It can be an hour. I think you're
yeah,
offering such sessions for an hour, but honestly, it doesn't even take that long, right? But
yeah,
for our mind and our the way that we are built and programmed, we think things should take time, so they take a little bit of time,
yeah,
but they
yeah.
don't have to,
In
right?
fact, why it took, yes, yes, of course. That is how we think that, how can it happen as a single session? I
Yeah,
have heard too many people talking about it, but it is happening in single sessions only. I'll tell you why it took 1.5 hours and why now I'm saying it will happen in less than an hour. I have done for a lady who was 83, 84-year-old also. Within 1 hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I was able to complete the whole thing. Why I'm saying it can happen at an earlier time, because initially I was doing it in a different way. So it's like I was releasing chords. Now, as I progressed, so from 2020, 2021, somewhere in 2021 or 2022, I introduced a symbol. That symbol is, it's something like you have taken a broom and taken throughout your home, right? You take it through your home to each and every nook and corner and release it, right? So like now you have a vacuum cleaner, which is a 1,000-watt vacuum cleaner. You just put it and it just shoop out, shoop out, shoop out. So here you are, brooming for about 1 hour. This will be doing it in 5 minutes, something like that. So that simple, when I added, the speed immediately increased. I've even done it for a person who said that I do not have time. I cannot sit with you for 1 hour. So I did it for him in 10 minutes. I have ways and means of doing it, how to do about it. So you can,
yeah,
so it's something like it's automated. You're not bound by certain things.
absolutely.
It's
Yeah, I love that.
so it's just that you can't become a you can't become a prisoner. You know, you have to, as you rightly said, you have to start breaking these norms. So, like other day when I was just sitting and I had sent healing energies to everybody. So I was doing it for some 30 minutes. For some recently, I introduced something. So I just broadcast it for 2 minutes, and after that, I was sitting and eating my dinner. So my wife is saying that you have just put on the group that you are sending healing energies, and now you're eating dinner. So I said, I don't need to sit and do it. My mind, my intuition is working on that side by side. My food is differently coming inside me, so I don't need to sit like like a slave. I just sent it, and the energies are working on themselves. I'm getting all the information in my intuition. That is important.
Mhm.
So we have to, as you rightly said, use that word bang on, transform. So I think we
Yeah,
have to transform ourselves, not become a prisoner, sort of. So because too many things to do, too many. So for example, every day I send these energies to old age homes. So I don't know all the old age homes. I don't know all these orphanages. So I just send it out to all the orphanages and all the. For 5 minutes, I just send the energies to them also, and they keep going for about 20, 30 minutes or how much ever they want. So to clear these energies.
yeah,
So that is
absolutely.
how powerful we can become. That is so yeah.
And that's possible for all of us. And that's the thing we have to recognize. Sometimes we don't recognize how powerful we are just because of our
Yes.
limited beliefs, right? But
Yes. Yes.
at the same time, are you willing to recognize some? I mean, I had that experience for myself last week. I was projecting certain things and I realized, oh, I'm
Yeah.
projecting something because those are the beliefs that I'm carrying. So then as soon as I recognized that, then I was able to transform them. It's awareness is the first
Yes.
step, right? And we are
Yes.
we are
Yes.
our own healers. It's like we facilitate healing, we hold space, we may bring in
Yeah.
frequencies, etc. But the person who is wanting to be healed is the one who actually does the healing, right? It's
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
So yeah, so inner child healing, again, like I said, is a very powerful process and it is something that works, right? So if you're willing to release and let go of some of your old patterns, ingrained patterns, stories, etc. If you're willing to let them go and release them, then the healing can start to work on you for sure. Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
And
In fact, it also gets out a lot of your subconscious issues. I'll share an issue with you. A very beautiful example. There was a 54-year-old lady. Now she's 57, 58, sorry, 59. So this lady was having a life filled with trauma. Like, she didn't have a bank account. She would do a lot of earnings. She is an engineer, and she's making these soaps and all those things. Now, she didn't have an account of her own. Whatever money would come, it will go to her husband's account, because her husband did not let her open that. Anyway, that is there in her. So, too much of trauma. If you tell her anything, that Jay, what have you done? So even if she's not done anything, she'll start panicking. Every month for the last 10 years, every month, she has to be in a hospital. Every month for 1 or 2 days, she has to be in a hospital with a panic attack or with an anxiety attack. Where anybody alligating against her, gone. She gets into self-beating, self-hitting, and it's kind of self-destructive capabilities. And getting into a corner, completely closing herself and things like that. She would adopt kittens, cats, that was her hobby, and making these different types of soaps for her hobby. So when she came to me, I was doing her healing right from 54th. So how does this work? Is basically like, for example, I'm 57. Do I look like 57? I don't. Anyway, so I'm 57th running year. So starting from 57th running year, I send the symbol to the 57th running year, heal that symbol, release the blocks, whatever. So it's something like I release the stale vegetables from the fridge and put fresh vegetables inside it. This is exactly what I do. So releasing that stale energy and putting in that angel energies, the green, white, turquoise, the blue, violet, and pink light. So green is the healing energy, white is purification, cleansing, peace energy. Turquoise is for inner awareness and helping to cope with the inner child. That is Archangel Haniel's energy. Then the blue is for Archangel Michael, which is shielding and tranquility. Violet is for transmutating all less than God energies into white light. And turquoise, pink is for unconditional love. So the green, white, turquoise, the blue, violet, and pink light. So once you release these 6 energies, fill those voids which I have cleared. Then Lord Metatron fills you with clarity of thought and vision, and Lord Melchizedek fills you with courage. And then these are the cellular memory of every year which is burnt in the violet flame then. So your 60 to 84 trillion cells of your body for that particular year are burning in the violet flame. And then we go to the previous year. Then we go to the previous year. Same process followed. Then we go to the mother's womb. After first year, we go to the mother's womb and even clear our mother's womb. For example, your mother has given you some energies which are not good for you. Or maybe we kind of, when we relate to our mom, we connect to our mom, we are attached to our mom. So her challenges become our challenges, although they are not karmically connected to us. So whatever is not for your highest good also gets cleared from the womb. So we go to the womb and clear the womb also of all the energies which are not for your highest good. And then going forward from the womb, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth to the, like in my case, the 57th running year. I clear it with the karmic board members' energies. So you going back, womb, and going forward up to the current running year. So it's something like if you have a lot of heaviness inside you, so we release that heaviness for those years, every year. And in fact, there are people who have told me, like in this case, I will tell you what happened. it was every year I was releasing a lot of trauma, a lot of trauma, a lot of trauma. She was feeling a lot of pain, a lot of pain, a lot of pain releasing from her. And when I came to the womb, I got that word unwanted child. And I just told her that, did your mom try to, and I got that awareness. Did your mom try to abort you? She said, no, my mom loves me. She was defending her. So I said, maybe, I'm sorry, but this is what I'm getting. So I'm telling you. So this was bothering her for some time. And I did the clearing, no problem, whatever happens. So then I did the full clearing. And after that, she started releasing a lot. And after 2 days, she takes me on a con call, telling me that, sir, what you said is correct. She confronted her mom, and her mom actually said yes. So she was like an unwanted child, and that energy she was carrying throughout. And it's been 5 years since she has, done this process with me. And now, not a single time she has been admitted to a hospital. Not a single time. And the beautiful aspect is that she is still now. I saw her photographs just about on the social media. She became a lecturer in a prestigious engineering institute, and she's still an honorary lecturer there. She is living her life queen size, king size, and she has her own bank account now.
Oh, good.
Which
Yay.
she's using it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was
So
going to ask about that.
Empowering. And now she doesn't get into trauma. She's able to, you know what? Now? She has herself become a counselor who helps people in trauma to come out of trauma.
Awesome.
That is
That's
the
great.
transformation. That is the transformation.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful story, wonderful result, right? Wonderful transformation. And that is possible for anyone. That type of transformation is possible for anyone as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you.
You have to think it is possible, and it is possible.
Yeah.
When she came to me, she actually came with no major expectations. She said, let's see what happens. And then, oh my God. She sent me
that's the best way.
Yes. And she sent me a bouquet of her, these soaps which she makes. And I was so as I said, those are the trophies, which more so the love which she gave me. Basically, that during that time.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you. So one of the things we haven't talked about yet is, what is the difference between mind energy and stored energy?
Yeah. So mind energy is something which you and I are speaking about. So if you, let's say, giving a very simple example for a lay person, if you're driving a car, right? You're driving a car, you will see where is the clutch, where is the brake, where is the accelerator, then where is the gear. First, you have to press the clutch, put it to gear, release the accelerator to press the clutch properly. So initially, you have to use the mind energy to see everything is happening properly. And once you do that, after 15-20 days, that mind energy gets into stored energy. So you don't need to say, where is my clutch going? Where is my accelerator? Where is my brake? When you have to press the brake, you will press automatically. So it is there inside you. So stored energy is how our heart functions. Mind energy is where my lungs. So that is taken by the mind energy. I can stop my breath, but I can't stop my heart. Unless, of course, God forbid anything so bad happens. So that is how the mind energy and stored energy functions. So mind energy and stored energy, how it functions is basically somewhere in your subconscious, if there are certain blocks showing up. So they will come up in the form of some, let's say Shefali doesn't like being around men. I'm just giving you an example. So the moment some man comes to you, you will have alarm bells in your subconscious. Hey, take care, take care, take care, take care. Someone is coming close to you. Someone is coming close to you. So you carry those bubble boundaries around you. Anybody coming close, you will have alarm bells ringing. You will start getting perspirations. You will start thinking, So that is the stored energy which is creating in the mind some blocks. And even some people, for example, they don't want to be confronted. They don't want to be confronted. If I confront that person will lose it. Either they will get angry to run away from the situation, or they will just clam up. They will say, I don't have to say anything. Like they say, I go to the Fifth Amendment. What is that? Say, I don't want to say anything. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Right.
I don't want to say anything. I don't want. So they just clam up. So ultimately, they are running away from the situation. Not confronting means running away from the situation. So that is also a block. So I'm not saying that you fight. I'm not saying you should fight and you should confront all the time. There is a way of even coming out of those situations, polite but firm. Like, I'm sure girls and ladies here would have experienced some people, maybe I'm not saying everybody, but some of them may have experienced that someone is acting fresh with them or something like that. You just have to tell them a polite, firm but polite no. Simple, right? So firm but polite. You don't have to shout. You don't have to, make a huge hullabaloo about it. Polite but firm. No. No means no. So that is where I'm saying you don't need to confront all the time. You have simpler ways, but somehow that fear inside them kind of builds it to, a bursting of situation. For example, if you have a inferiority complex, and I keep talking to you about some, God forbid, some racist basically tells you something, God forbid, I'm just saying. So you will start feeling angry inside you, and but you cannot open because your inferiority complex. Then you have a superiority complex where you start boasting about yourself. So these are all various ways of your subconscious. So mind energy and stored energy, this is how they work. This is how you react or don't react to a particular situation. Like they say, some people, so everybody will have a different reaction to a particular fear. Like I put you in a room of darkness. If you're not scared of darkness, you will not say anything. Or those people who have fear of darkness, they will start imagining, some people, some coming or something, or I don't know what. So that is exactly how it is. This is where your inner fears or the subconscious blocks show up. They will come in the form of anger. They will come in the form of panic attacks. They will come in the form of anything. And you know what? Even when you are progressing on something, a very small thing, you will say something very stupid. And you will find that the whole deal, which was happening so beautifully, just fizzled out because you panicked at the last moment and said something very stupid. It happens in an interview. Like, I'll give you an example. I used to be superiority complex when someone like Shefali or Alara tells me to go and attend an interview. I'm looking for a job. So I go for an interview, but Shefali has told that Deepakk is a good guy, just take him on board. So I will go there and I will, become like a superiority complex, as if, they are begging me for the job. And 99.9% of those cases, wherever I used to go on a reference, I used to fail. I used to never get the job because there were two things here. One is I used to get into the superiority complex due to the inner child program problem. And plus, I somehow I had also told myself during my childhood saying that I will make myself. I will be self-created. So anybody else getting credit for my job, somewhere in my mind, I was not accepting that. So that is how I used to act like a buffoon. So when going to a place where I'm just about to get the, just do your job and just talk nicely and get your offer letter, I used to always fail there. So this is what happens to you. So I used to get frustrated, but I realized after that, this is what was happening inside me. This is where I was getting stuck. So anyway, these are the aspects.
interesting. And I think a lot of us can relate to those examples for sure, right? So absolutely. Um, and so are there any other types of issues or concerns that this healing works with or helps with? I mean, for me, I feel like there's so many because we throughout our lives, not just in childhood, but from childhood up until now, I've had a lot of trauma and different types of trauma, right? So this inner child healing can help with all types of trauma. So let's just talk a little bit about the different types of trauma and any other issues that you know of that this process helps with.
So, there are 7 types of trauma. The 7 types of trauma which are there are something like this. So 7 types of trauma are there, at least the recognized ones. I will share about the 7 ones of them. The 7 types of trauma, in which the first trauma, of course, is acute stress disorder, ASD. So acute stress disorder is something where you have gone through something in your life where maybe you have seen an accident. Maybe you have seen, let's say, maybe some people, like there was a person who was abducted. So they were carrying an acute stress disorder. So ASD is acute stress disorder where you have just gone through a terrible experience. And that will remain inside you for 1 month unless you treat it or unless you release that. And that ASD, acute stress disorder, then can become PTSD. PTSD, I'm sure everybody knows, which is PTSD is, what is it?
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yes.
I know, I've experienced it myself, so I know.
God forbid. I know it is very, very, it makes you like powerless and things like that at certain times. And you kind of lose the control of your hand. You will be like, completely lose yourself. So God forbid anybody has to go through that. So I've healed even a particular, I don't know, maybe schizophrenic major client. I had a schizophrenic major client who had come to me, and with 2 sittings, I was able to release that thing for her. So we were able to release all those traumas from within her with 2 sittings, only 2 sittings, and she became perfectly all right. In fact, in the first healing, she did not participate herself because she would just take the phone of her husband. They were on the 5th floor of a building. She'll just throw the phone out of the when she would get into that kind of a situation. So PTSD, ASD, secondhand trauma. This is the 3rd type of trauma. Secondhand trauma is like you and me when we speak about trauma. Let's say someone is calling you, or maybe your client is speaking to you and telling you what they have gone through. So you and I as healers also go through certain second-hand trauma. So we kind of empathize with you, what you have gone through. So that is the second-hand trauma. So people in healing profession, doctors, even people in the legal industry, because they have to dramatically talk about what really happened in, God forbid, a rape or maybe in an accident, what happened. So, all those are second-hand trauma. Then you have a reactive attachment disorder, which is the 4th kind of trauma. This generally starts happening in the childhood. The reactive attachment disorder happens in the childhood. Basically, between so reactive attachment disorder, which is the 4th, and there is another which is disinhibited social engagement disorder, which is the 5th trauma. These 2 are predominantly for children for whom, let's say, you have been moving every 2 years, every 3 years, from one city to the other, one country to the other. So the child somewhere growing up doesn't have a stability of companions, caretakers, and even friends, and even schools for that matter. So they develop these, either the RAD or the DSED, where one, they will completely, if you remember, I told you inferiority complex. So one will be developing inferiority complex, which is the RAD, reactive attachment disorder. And the other, disaggregated social engagement disorder, will develop the superiority complex. So inferiority complex, which means anybody, they will be fearful of even speaking out themselves. They will blame themselves for all the bad things that have happened to them. This also happens in children who are in a divorce, because they blame themselves for all those mishaps, whatever is happening. And so DSED is the other side. So RAD is something where they just withdraw into themselves. They go into their shell, and they cannot be good leaders. They cannot be good leaders because somewhere they are too giving. They will give empathy, sympathy, but they will never be able to delegate their work, because somewhere they either don't want to burden them, other people, or something like that. And the DSED is the opposite. They will be bombastic. And DSED children who are having the superiority complex are an easy target for fraudsters, con artists. For example, if I tell you, there is this thing which has come to you, PIN number. Can you please share it with me? Now, do you know what is a PIN number? So I'm creating the doubt inside you. Oh, yes, I know what it is. Here it is. What do you think? I don't know. So somewhere that superiority complex kind of makes them an easy target for such people. So if you have people who are regularly conned, you will be aware that this person is like, there are two ways. One is they are doing it out of fear, which means the RAD types. One is they are doing it out of bombastic, just to show off. There it is the DSED. So one of these two factors will be involved in that. So if you see a lot of people are involved with these fraudsters, so 99% it is either the RAD or the DSED, which is these two. One of these two will be the main reason for this. Then you come to adjustment disorders. For example, when you shifted from Austria to Canada, so that is the time you would have experienced some goosebumps, some timing, weather, this, that. So that is the adjustment disorder, where it may take 15 days, 1 month. For some people, it can last for years also. It depends how fast you activate yourself. Then you have, of course, a mix of everything. So other and unspecified trauma, stress, or related disorders. So that is how the whole trauma talks about. So like mix of some, like maybe adjustment and secondary trauma, both put together. So that way you will have a mix of all or some.
So there are quite a few trauma types that we may have been affected by that we didn't even know was trauma, but because we were just going through the experience, not aware what was going on, really, right? Living our life, exactly. But in trauma.
Yeah. Yes.
And these different types of trauma can affect us in different timelines, right? Different times of our lives, not all when we're just adults, but also when we're children, adolescents, young adult, etc., right? So and then from that point they've been affecting us since then.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, in fact,
unless we heal it, clear it, have an awareness of it.
See, basically psychologists generally put the age as 5 years, 7 years, 14 years. 5 to 14 years is the time where your inner child starts developing. Somewhere, I think my practical knowledge has given me a bit different awareness, because for you, for example, I'm just saying, a person gets married around what? 19, 20, 25, 30, depending on whatever. Everybody has different choices. So after they're married, they also go through a lot of changes. Because adjustment, all those things just crop in, and maybe, as I said, either a lot of happiness or a lot of trauma, depending on how the thing is going. But for sure, there will be a lot of ups and downs. in the initial maybe 1 month, at least 1 month, maybe more than that or less than that, depending on how things flow. So these are also times where you go through. For you to change a job, that also is a traumatic condition for some people. Where, oh, what if I go to a new place, what will be the people doing? So every change for you, and if you are humiliated in one place, then you get scared, okay, what will I get humiliated in the other place? So your experiences, your every day-to-day experiences also create these kind of situations. God forbid someone has a health problem in the family, or you have a health problem, that also will cause trauma. And that can come at any point in the life. So it is not that 5 to 14 only that thing will be there. You will create other types of fears also. Now, I have a classic example here. One person, he had come to me. He is a jet setter. He keeps traveling. He's a, jet setter means exactly a jet setter. He keeps traveling from here, there, everywhere. He told me I think he got married in the age of 30, 32, something around there. The moment he got married, there were 20 to 30 different kind of fears which just showed up, popped up inside him. And out of that, one was also that traveling by flight. So it's not that he was carrying it from childhood. It just popped up after his marriage. Now we are about to have his inner child healing session in the next 1 or 2 weeks to clear those issues with him. So what I'm saying, it can come up at any time. It's not that 5, 7, 14. He had no problem. He used to travel. He used to live out of suitcases. He used to, exact words of his. But now he is scared of, in fact, in one case, he got so scared that he was pulled out of the flight and he was at the airport. The airport was taxiing. It was about to take off. He had a panic attack there, and they had to bring the craft back to the terminal, and he was deplaned there. And then the flight took off. But he was made to wait at the airport for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, till the time that that craft reached the place, because they didn't know whether he had put something on the flight. So they were not taking any chances. He was at the airport in a clinic, and after the flight landed, he was let to go.
Wow.
So that kind of experience, he shared it to me. I said, my God, that's really something out of a movie.
For sure. Absolutely. So I just want to ask everybody, for those of you who have been listening to us talk about the different types of trauma, let us know in the chat. Can you relate to any of the ones that Deepakk has been talking about for yourself? Have you experienced yourself, or are you aware of some of these traumas that you have experienced yourself? Just let us know in the chat. In the meantime, we also want to do 2 demos today, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to do the first one now, and then we'll see with the second one?
Yes, we can do it now. Yes.
Okay, so okay, so why don't you explain a little bit about the demos, and then we can go through it.
Yes. So basically what happens is that if you have, like, the healing which I will be doing now is for one particular emotion or one particular year in your life. Now, let's say the emotion which is bothering you right now maybe is the fear of darkness, fear of flying, fear of light, or whatever, fear of maybe water, let's say that. Or one particular time in your lifetime where you have gone through a particular trauma in that particular year. Maybe it could be some experience which is there embedded in your mind. It's like an indelible link. So you can think of that, or you just surrender to the masters to release any one particular emotion or one particular year's trauma from you with that healing. And so initially, I will make them feel the breathing. So the breathing, and after the process, they will again feel what difference are they feeling in the breath. Are they feeling any lightness, or are they feeling any heaviness? Is the stuffiness released? Do they feel more fresh? So that kind of experience we'll do after the healing. So just focus on any one fear or any one particular year or any one particular emotion like anger, frustration. It could be inferiority complex, superiority complex, if you are aware of. Otherwise, surrender to the masters and just let the energy decide what is required for your highest good. So shall we start? There is no this thing. Just relax, have a glass of water near you, and don't drive and don't do any cooking. And if you have any heart complication, when I say take a deep breath, take a breath as per your medical capabilities. Don't overdo yourself. That is my request here. So just take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in peace. Breathe out all the chaos, all the confusion. Breathe in unconditional love for self. Breathe out unconditional love for others. Breathe in abundance. Breathe out all the inhibitions, all the blocks and implants. Now, just focus on your breath. Take your awareness to your heart chakra. And if you have decided on a particular emotion to be released or a particular year or something like that, whatever you have focused on, just focus on that or surrender to the masters and experience the energies of this symbol to release whatever is required for your highest good. I am now sending the symbol to the particular emotion or to that particular year. My symbol has left. And even those who will be listening to the recording can easily go through this process. I can feel a lot of tightness in my hand, as a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, a lot of lividity, a lot of guilt, sorrow, trauma, worry. My God, a lot of relation. A lot of you will be feeling something very heavy release from your heart chakra. Lot of releases. Some of you are releasing pain as well. Wow. The symbol, like a vacuum cleaner, is clearing this emotion or the particular year's cellular memory. And you can feel from head to toe, from head, face, your body, your hands, your full up to your legs, some part of your body will be just vibrating, and maybe some heaviness or some energy movement is releasing. Just keep feeling that experience. I am releasing all of these energies, releasing this particular year for your highest good, so that you will live in abundance, peace, and calm. All the energies are being released with ease and joy. Wow. The energies have been released for the particular running year and for the particular emotion or the anger, frustration, inferiority complex, superiority complex, whatever you had decided is being released. Now, healing you nicely and beautifully. Healing you. The block has been cleared. Everything is cleared for your highest good. Now healing you with the green, white, turquoise. The green is the healing energy. White is the purification, cleansing, peace energy. The turquoise is for giving you inner awareness towards your inner child, connecting you to your inner child. The green, white, turquoise, the blue, violet, and pink light. The blue is the tranquility and shielding energy. Violet is for transmutating all less than God energies and transmutating them to white light. So creating light of the dark energies. Now the pink light is filling you with unconditional love. Feel that something like either some steam is releasing from you or something, you are being filled with so much of energy. Now The green, white, turquoise, the blue light and pink light are healing you nicely and beautifully. Now, Lord Metatron is sending you peaceful calmness. Lord Melchizedek is filling you with unconditional love and compassion and courage. Feel yourself being empowered as if there is a lot of energy coming into you. Accept that energy and you're burning. That particular issue is burning in the violet flame, transmutating any less than God energy into white light. And your healing is complete. Now, just focus on your breath and see the difference in your breath compared to what you were doing previously. Focus on your breath. And there it goes. Just feel the change in your breath, and just as and when you want to come out, you can rub your palms. Collect the integrating your energy body into your physical body. Your body elemental is making a note of all the changes, all the parts getting done. Integrate, integrate, integrate. Just feel the integration, and as and when you want to come out, you can rub your palms. Collect the energy in your heart chakra first to balance your energies or center your energies, and then in your eyes, and open your eyes to an abundant version of you, a divine version of you.
I definitely felt I definitely felt the symbol right away.
Lovely.
And
Lovely.
I feel for myself more stillness, more peace. I definitely felt the releasing happening. So thank you.
Lovely.
I definitely feel so much calmer and so much more. The word that keeps coming to me is more stillness and peace and clarity at the same time.
Important.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
How's everyone doing? How was that for you? What did you experience? What did you feel? Did you feel, perceive the symbol? Did you perceive the releasing? Was there a shift in your breathing after? I know I was yawning quite a bit myself as well. So, which is what I do when I'm shifting, right? When my energies are shifting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely drink some water as well, or have something to drink. Yeah, Cindy's also feeling so much more peaceful. Paula says, thank you so much for the release. Awesome.
Please
And
have
that was
water.
just a few minutes.
Yeah, just 6 minutes to be precise.
Yeah. Anonymous says, felt calm. Thank you. Good. And so, there's the shift is palpable within your field, right? So it's about you being willing to release, being willing, and at the same time being willing to receive the healing energies, right?
Yes.
So I always declare or affirm I receive these energies. Bharati says, thank you so much. I could feel a lot of releases from my heart chakra. Awesome. Good. So, simple, right? And it's just a matter of being present. One thing I wanted to just quickly for YouTube land, we are not medical professionals, we're not medical doctors, so we are not curing anything. We are just using energy healing techniques to work with the emotional body and emotions, etc. But all this information is, see if it fits for you, and if you have, medical conditions, please see a medical practitioner as well. Okay. Jill says, saw trauma release, feel different, calm. Awesome. Jill, did you want to share about that?
I think she's raised her hand.
Hi. Yeah, I mean, I don't not necessarily need to really, I mean, I can, I'll tell you, I had a childhood incident when I felt afraid. My dad was like teasing me when we were on a bridge, and I felt like this thing about fear and not being able to trust. And I could see my child self be completely calm pretty instantly. So that was amazing. Thank you. So I have a question for you. When you were talking about when you get the healing with you and it goes to the womb of the mother and clears that out. So if I was to get the healing package for me, would it be helping my mother as well?
Uh, maybe I would say, I would give that answer as a yes or no. Yes and no, somewhere around that. So the process is predominantly to help you clear your blockages. When your mother was carrying you, she had certain things, could be anger, could be feeling of limitedness, could be poverty consciousness. So whatever her point of views which she was carrying when she was carrying you in the womb, those issues or those I would say lacunae which were not supposed to be passed on to you or which are not for your highest good will be released from you. So because that time thought process, not today's thought process, because she will be carrying her own, maybe her own challenges, what maybe she's carrying from her own lifetime, her own mother and her own whatever, lifetime.
Yeah.
So maybe yes and no would, I would ideally say it as a yes and no.
Yeah. Well, the reason I also ask is because you brought up the stuff about how you've been helping people in old age homes, and my mom is in an old age home, and I also look for certain healings for her and so I just was like, oh, well, so let me ask you, she has dementia, and if I got this for her, obviously you wouldn't be talking to her. I mean, could I be
There's no problem. I can do proxy healing. I understood what you're saying. In fact,
Okay.
if you see the packages, when we get to the packages, you will see that we have designed it in such a way that even if you want to do it for a couple, which couple in your case, it can be a mom and you.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay.
So when we come to that, you will see that.
Okay.
So even proxy healing is fine, no problem. The effect is felt by your mom. She will be feeling, I maybe would be requiring only her mom's name from you and her current, her date of birth. Only these two details are required and her photograph. These three things are required from you. That's about it for the whole process.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jill. And that's a great segue to talk about
the
packages.
In fact, I will also recommend you one thing, Jill, is that there are people who do these courses to help themselves. Like I do inner child healing every month for me, my family. Like yesterday night, I was experiencing some heaviness in the air. So I did it for me, my son, my wife, and my daughter-in-law. So I keep clearing every month so that we don't carry anything forward from whatever. So last 1 month had been a bit traumatic for us, for something or the other was happening. So I just released it yesterday night, and today everybody is feeling very cheery. So that's a change which you can experience every month or 15 days, depending on how you want to do it, something like that. Yeah.
Well,
so anyway, that's a choice. Sorry. Yeah, please.
Yeah, no, I mean, sorry, I don't want to keep going, but I guess this could help other people too. Well,
Yes.
that's why I was curious where it said that it has the 3 months of emails or WhatsApp. So I'm just trying to figure all that out, but also specifically in my mom's case, I was wondering what your opinion is when someone is in an older age home and they have all the energies of other people around them. I feel like my mom continues to need healing because she's
Yes.
very empathic, and then she's taking on all the energy of people who are not feeling good.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's where I said the choice will be yours ultimately. That if you want to take the practitioner's course, that is your choice. And so it's something like that. So if you feel, and it's the beauty is what have you ever used a let's say a vacuum cleaner?
Yes, I have, and I forgot about it until you said it again today. I was like, I forgot that. Such a good trick.
So, so what I'm saying is that the healing is so simple. The way you use a vacuum cleaner, similarly you can heal. All the activation is done by me. I have not shared the processes. There are 7 to 8 processes which we do in the class. which kind of, it's something like it just breaks all the barriers for you.
Okay.
So you immediately get a immediate clearing, and plus, moment you just put your hands up, draw the symbol, your hand starts sending those the energies. As simple as that.
Okay.
So it is just something like you switch on the switch,
Yeah.
fan will start, AC will start, laptop will start. Similarly, draw the symbol, energy start flowing. So
Interesting.
I don't have to
gonna get one. Then I thought I was gonna get the couple. Now maybe I'll just do
that is your choice. But I'm just saying that something. These are also, so this is our I call them possibilities. So we live in the world of possibilities. So we are just opening them up to you. Ultimately, your choice, no doubt.
Thank you.
So also, I was going to say, Jill, because your mother is in an old age home or nursing home, whatever, and there are lots of different energies there. Yeah. You want to definitely, if you can, have a shield around her, but also if you can clear her energies on a regular basis. And with this modality, this practitioner training, it's not just about when you were a child. It's every year up until now, and then going backwards, right? So even like Deepakk says, he uses it every month for him and his wife and kids, right? So it's something that doesn't have to take a long time once you learn how to do it. And then it can be something that you just do on like not automatic pilot per se, but you put it, you schedule it and say, okay, every month I'm going to do this just for 10 minutes and help my mom this way, kind of thing. Because it doesn't have to be complicated.
Yeah. Simple as that. And even the symbol, it has, let's say, God forbid, I'm just saying, if someone just has a panic attack, let's say someone around you has some panic attack, just draw the symbol and send it to that person, and that panic attack will go away. Immediate results. So it doesn't have to, so it can be used in flexible ways. It's not that every year only you have to do. It can even release immediate issues. So like someone called me day before yesterday that her daughter was having a lot of, like she was shivering and all this, a lot of fear has just come in. I just sent the symbol to that child and she was fine in 2 minutes. I told her that within 5 minutes she'll be fine. So she was fine in 5 minutes. So that's how beautiful it is. So we open you up to possibilities is what my suggestion and awareness is.
I'm going to go ahead and share the special offer page. Give me 1 second. And then we'll talk about it some more. And so Deepakk has 3 packages available. The first one is a personal session for 1 person. The second one is a couple session or 2 people. And then package C is the inner child healing practitioner training. So Deepakk, and there's some information here about the inner child healing process, which you can all look at later. But the 1 hour session, which is the comprehensive inner child healing, includes some bonuses as well, right? There's a mind blocks clearing audio, sacred space audio, plus WhatsApp, email, or email support for 3 months, which means like, anytime you have something in those 3 months, you can just call Deepakk and say, Deepakk, I have this issue. Please help me.
Yeah. In fact, this mind box clearing audio is also helping you release the habit energy which you carry from your childhood. So like, for example, even if I have released it somewhere in your mind, like I'll give you an example. One boy, he had come to me. He was having a lot of trauma from his childhood because everybody told him he is a useless person. So that feeling of being useless was very much evident in him. So when I did his healing, after 15 days, he comes back to me. Hey, Deepakk sir, can you please tell me, I have a confusion. I said, what is the confusion, beta? He said that I'm not feeling stressed at all. And I'm feeling happy for no reason. Why am I happy for no reason? Imagine that. He was so used to stressing. He was so used to be feeling lousy that feeling happy for him was like a crime. So I said, it's fine, beta. You listen to that audio for a month and you will start releasing that habit energy. And he actually joined a job and he's doing a job for the last 3 years now, after just 2 months of that healing process, which I did. And in fact, he learned it after that also. He found it so effective.
Awesome. So of course, this personal session with Deepak is on Zoom. And it's 1 hour. We talked about what the process is like, plus the 3 bonuses. And so this package A is $131, and there's a payment plan available. And then package B is the same thing, but it's 2 people, couple session, 1 hour for each person. So of course, even in the personal session, Deepak, that can be by proxy as well, right? If it's just like if Jill, for example, just wanted to do healing for her mom, for example.
Yes.
And this one could be for Jill and her mom, even though her mom is still proxy, right?
Yeah.
But it'd be for both. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. So package B is $199, and then package C is the inner child healing practitioner training, which again, as Deepak talked about, there are 7 processes and attunements and cleansing and all sorts of stuff, right?
Yes. So basically,
and the symbol is important.
Very important. Yes. In fact, you also get attuned to the 6 angel energies and 2 Lord energies. That is the beauty of it. So you can use, like, for example, Archangel Michael, you're attuned to the energies. You can use Archangel Raphael, the Gabriel, the Samuel, then Zadkiel. So Zadkiel, a lot of people get scared, but Zadkiel is the Archangel of mercy. He is not the Archangel of death. He is the Archangel of mercy. So you can use these beautiful energies. I love Zadkiel. So
yeah, absolutely.
You can use any of these energies, and even Lord energies, which you get attuned to. So they are so there are processes like clearing pain and trauma from you, releasing from your subconscious, unconscious, conscious mind, body, soul. So we do clearing on 6 fronts for you. So 3D to 5D, so we increase your frequencies also. If everybody is aware what is 3D, what is 4D, what is 5D. 3D is where we are right now. Every day someone calls up and feels not so good. He spoils everybody's life. So I don't want to name the persons, but so that is how that 3D, everybody gets upset. Markets go up and down just because one person is ranting and raving. So anyway, that's a part. So that is 3D. 4D is where you start learning intuition. You're getting aware of intuition, awareness, and all those things. So intuition, then 4D second level is where you start interacting with angels, masters, and start getting messages, start downloading your own symbols and things like that. And 5D is nothing but unconditional love. So we bring you from 3D to 5D in your frequency level. So you will experience being in a different zone altogether, even on a day-to-day basis. So these are the 7 processes, in which one of the processes also to release the, like every year's cellular memory from you, whatever is your age, and even clearing your mother's womb for 9 months. Otherwise, we do it only once for a client. But if you are in the class, then we do it for your 9 months stay in it. So the cleansing is more deeper in the class, particularly. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So the same bonuses again, and
bonus is the same.
Yeah, and the package C is $333, and the payment plan is available. Again, just really briefly, the 3 packages are a personal session for 1 hour with Deepak, and the bonus is $131. Package B is the couple session for 2 people, 1 hour each, and that's $199. And then package C is the inner child healing practitioner training, $333, and you receive much more than what you receive in a healing for yourself. So in the practitioner training, you're learning to heal yourself, but there's extra processes that you can use for yourself and or your family members as well. And of course, there's a payment plan available for all 3. And if you are an Inner Circle member, please do use your gift code. If anybody has any questions about that, just let us know, okay? All right, 1 second here. So, goodness, hold on 1 sec. My computer decides it wants to be funny. All right, so is there any other process that we wanted to do, Deepak? I thought there was another one, but I could be wrong.
Yes, no, that's fine. I can, basically, as you said, anything else? Anybody else has any thoughts?
So any questions? What are the dates and times for the training? I know Deepak just sent me a message earlier today about
Yeah,
that.
I'll share with you.
August 18th and 19th. I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's a weekend, Deepak. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
No, that's a weekday. If weekend is there, we can work out on the weekend also.
Okay. It's because Jill, I think you're in the West Coast. No, you're in New York. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll find out from Deepak if there's an alternate day for North America, because
Yeah.
the timing we have right now for the 18th and 19th is more like India time, which you'll be asleep
2:30 p.m.
at
to
that
8
time,
p.m.
I
2:30
think.
p.m. to 8:30 p.m. So that would be 5 a.m. to, I don't know, current timing is 5 a.m. to maybe 11 a.m.
Yeah,
Right?
5 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's still early.
Okay.
I could not get up at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
I remember you doing that one other time, and I'm like, I'll try, but it's like, oh my God, I go to bed late.
So, of
But
course, we can work around those things. We can work
yeah,
around those things. No worries.
and Cindy's
Maybe we
asking
can keep
Vance,
it. Yeah, sorry.
she's asking if we have previously taken the practitioner course with Deepak, is there a refresher course that can be taken? Oh, Cindy, did you already take the inner child healing practitioner course? Maybe she did. I don't remember. Yes, she did.
She is taking. Yes, she is taking.
Yeah. Yeah, because sometimes
Yeah.
taking the practitioner, getting refresher, it just helps you feel more confident, or just opens up more
Yeah.
for
Yes,
you.
yes, you can. You can.
Yeah, so
She has
definitely.
taken it in May 2023. She had taken it 2 years back. Yeah.
Okay, wow. Yeah. Did I take it?
Yeah.
I don't. It's like I don't remember now if I took this one. Maybe I did. I don't know, but it's like
No,
I definitely
no,
need.
I
I
don't
definitely
think
need it.
you took this. You took
I
I
took
think
the
the Akashic
two
and the
other.
inner third eye. Yeah.
Yes, I took
Akashic
those
and
two for
third
sure.
eye.
Yeah, I definitely need this one too.
Someone told me I have an elephant memory. I think my memory is right. You took
Yeah, no, I
Akashic and
definitely took.
third
I
eye.
definitely took third eye and the Akashic. I don't think I took
Akashic.
this one.
No,
Yeah,
not
yeah. I need to though, because it's like, oh my goodness.
So we can.
Yeah.
So as far as the weekend is concerned, I may look at something like maybe 30th, 31st August.
Okay, perfect.
But timing
yeah,
we can look out, not a worry.
Yeah. We can make it work for the North American clients for sure as well. So yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
So maybe we can spread it over 3 days instead of 2 days. So that way, 3 hours each day, something like that.
Sounds good. Yeah, because I definitely could use it. Because it's not just about it. This is one thing I want to get clear for everybody. It's not just about healing your inner child from when you were a child. It's like every year up until now and back, so it's like, because we all have experienced so much trauma, so many things in our lifetimes, and then not just when we're children or in the womb, but also as
I will
adults.
also share with, of course. In fact, I will also share with you. So, like 2022, July 22nd, 2022, I lost my child, which is my angel, that pet daughter.
Yeah,
I am 100% sure that trauma was something which was a very, like I lost my mom when I was 15, 16, my father when I was 29, but the trauma which I had during this child, when I lost that child, that trauma was just, I think it was too much. For 2 days, we didn't know what we were doing, what all was happening with us and around us. So anyway, so what I'm trying to say is that it can come in any form. God forbid, I'm saying, but still you have to face it and then you have to come out of it. In fact, when I did the inner child healing for that child trauma, which I for those after 2-3 days, when I left that, so when I cleared my inner child for that period when she passed away, I got a realization that what am I doing? That child gave me unconditional love, and I'm giving grief, I'm giving her trauma, I'm giving her pain. So when I released that inner child process, a healing for me for those 2-3 days, which we were very bad. After that day, I decided that I will send her only unconditional love because she gave us love. Why should I send her pain? I will send her only love and I will celebrate her life, which is why nearly all the processes which I have got are all dedicated to my darling angel. That was the day I decided. So this is how inner child helped me to really release that trauma which I was carrying for those 2-3 days.
Yeah, beautiful. And that's the thing. It's like sometimes when I mean, I honestly don't know what's going to happen when someday Neo passes. I have no idea.
God forbid. God forbid.
You know, it
In
has to
fact,
it has
from
to
that day
happen.
onwards,
But
that day onwards, I have started healing pets without any energy exchange, free of cost, complimentary. So anybody, God forbid, has any issue with their pets, health-wise, otherwise, please call me. I will heal them complimentary.
awesome, thank you. And my poor Neo has a sensitive stomach, and the summer heat I think is just like really affecting him this summer.
Yeah.
But he's doing good today.
I'll
So
send him.
happy.
I'll send him daily healing. No worries.
Awesome, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Anybody else have any other questions? Or Deepak, is there anything else you want to say about any like last words of wisdom or anything you want to add about the inner child healing process?
Yeah. I'll just make them meet their inner child.
Yeah.
I'll just make them meet their inner child. Maybe they can feel the pain or whatever the child is going through. So that is an experience which I will just, I'm just improvising. I'm just going away from my other process, which I talked about. I thought maybe in a very 2-3 minutes, we can have that experience, which will be a life-changing experience for all of you.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
So
that'd be great.
Yeah. Lovely. Wow, fantastic. Yes, we did that in 2024 January. Cindy is right. We had done inner child healing for Mother Earth in 2024 January 1st.
Yeah. So Cindy says, I
So
have a great memory of when we participated in a complete inner child healing for the earth. Yeah, really powerful. Yeah.
that was in January.
Deepak performs these wonderful meditations, processes, healing processes on a regular basis for the earth, for pets, for children, for seniors, etc. So it's like it's always about giving and helping and supporting however he can. So I love that.
Thank you. So I'll just take you through a process. Please don't be driving and don't be cooking or anything. Just focus. It will not take more than 2-3 minutes. I'm just going to make you meet your inner child. Feel the energies of the child and you will know what steps you need to take, which will help you in taking these whatever packages, if it is required, whatever is required. So just close your eyes and remain peaceful and calm. You remain calm, relaxed, and peaceful. I call upon your consciousness, taking it to the heart chakra in the center of your body. So you will be remaining peaceful, calm, and relaxed. You will feel much peaceful, calm, and relaxed. And now I call upon you to focus on your breath. And as you're breathing, wait for the inner child. Just call upon your inner child. Just say this in your mind out loud. My dear child, my dear inner child, please come to me. With a lot of reluctance. Somewhere from your body, you are seeing a reflection come out. Feel the energies of your inner child move out reluctantly. Lot of fear, but with these energies which I have created sacred space, you and the inner child are feeling safe. Wow, standing in front of you is your inner child. Tears rolling down the eyes. Just see your inner child standing in front of you. And communicate with your inner child. Just get any message you have from your inner child. I'll give you 2 minutes. Just feel the energies of your inner child, even those in the recording can experience the same. And don't worry, you are protected. I've got some awarenesses, some experiences, some feelings about what your inner child is speaking about. Now, just embrace, hug your inner child. And tell your inner child, I am with you. Please do not worry. And just feel the energies of your inner child integrate into you. And become a part of you. This is a very divine experience. Feel peaceful and very thrilled. Integrating your energy body into your physical body, your body elemental is making note of all the changes of what's being done. Integrate, integrate, integrate. Your DNA is changing accordingly, and you will feel the peace and calm within your body. And then when you want to come out, you can rub your palms and collect the energies in your heart chakra first, and then in your eyes, and open your eyes.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank
It
you.
was, yeah, it was definitely, I had to, I had to tell my inner child that she's not alone, that I'm with her, and not just me, but all the angels and guides are also with her, supporting her, and she doesn't have to do it all alone. It was interesting, but I recognized her for holding down the fort for so long by herself, and or feeling like she had
Right.
to. So it was nice. And then at the end, she was smiling. I gave her some balloons and a stuffed animal.
Wow.
So she felt loved. So thank you.
Super.
How's everybody doing? What was your experience with your inner child? Were you able to perceive your inner child and the transformation at the end when you brought her into your heart? It was. I recalled smiling myself as going through the process at the end when I saw her being happy. When I embraced her and she started to feel lighter and lighten up and um, became a little bit more joyful and not so heavy. So it was good. So, so Vivian says, beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, it was such a powerful process, gentle but powerful at the same time, and it just that. Oh, it's just reassuring my inner child that she's not alone. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Thank you.
So I was just thinking about the class. We can do it on 16th, 17th as well. I just said that,
Okay.
saw that is the time also available. 16th, 17th, we can do timing, we can work out, whoever joins, of course.
Okay, perfect.
16th and 17th seems to be a good, yeah, thanks.
Okay, awesome. I'll make the change on the special offer page later today. But
please.
yeah. Cindy says, thank you so much. This has been a beautiful process and call today. Awesome, Cindy. Thank you. I'm glad you were able to make it. I know it's 9 a.m. for you. It's early. Well, not that early,
She's
but
on
still.
the other side.
Yeah, exactly. No, Deepak, that was beautiful. Thank you. And just hearing all of the stories about what's possible with this inner child healing process gives a lot of hope as well, right? Of what's possible for all of us, and that we don't have to stay stuck in the old energies and the old stories, and that we can indeed live a different life, have a transformation, and then live a life of queen size, king size, right? So, and that's possible for all of us.
Yes. And secondly, what happens is that we carry a lot of bubble boundaries around us. Like I told you that, some people, they feel very uncomfortable around men. Some people are uncomfortable with women, and some people with maybe some tall people overwhelm them. Like in some dark alley, you will feel overwhelmed going inside and all that kind of stuff. So we carry these bubble boundaries, which are our shield. Not shield, I would say, they become our boundaries, which limit us. So our work is to create shields and make ourselves so powerful that so basically it's just about that any fear can stop your progress. But here is an opportunity to work on your weaknesses and make your life abundant and live your life queen size, king size, as you rightly said. That is my motto, that everybody should be able to live life queen size, king size, and in abundance.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And thank you for sharing with us again this beautiful process and this beautiful modality that now comes with a symbol, because I remember I don't think it did originally with a powerful symbol, and I know how powerful your processes are, your healing modalities are. So I'm so grateful for this process, because it's something that we need right now. But there's so much that we're all experiencing, and this is not just for ourselves, but for our family members, for our pets, our children, and other communities as well, that we can send that healing out to, like you do for the orphanages and the seniors' homes. We can also do the same as well with this energy. Right.
In fact, when that lady said that she started, earning for herself, and she's got a salary check in her account. So that was something like a trophy for me, So I felt that somewhere I made some contribution to her living her life, rather than,
Absolutely.
Like surviving is not living, according to me.
Yeah.
I'm just surviving. A lot of people use that word. I'm only surviving. So start living. You're not a dead body. Don't survive. Start living.
Yeah, live and thrive and live queen size, king size. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vivian.
And I'll have the recordings out in a little while, so please do go back and watch and listen. Do the processes again for yourself and receive that healing and receive those energies as well, that transformation, and then see which package resonates with you or which one you need right now, whether it's the personal session, the couple session, or the practitioner training, because that can help you like month after month after month, right? The practitioner training can help you forever, right? So take a look at that as well. Right.
So in fact, 16th and 17th are very powerful days. Janmashtami, if you know.
So. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right, everyone. So we'll be back tomorrow. Later tomorrow, our show is at 7 p.m. Eastern. So this is a week of different timings, but that's okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here with us today. Again, I'll have the recordings out in a little while.
Jill is saying something. Sorry,
just at that last practice, I saw my inner child hiding behind my third eye, and my ears popped after that. Awesome.
That was
definitely clearing for your third eye as well. Yeah. Good. Awesome.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
everyone.
you.
So thank you. And thank you, Deepak. Always such a pleasure.
you.
I love it.
Always, always. Thank you. Thank
And
you so much. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Shepherd.
thank you, everyone. Until
Neema
next
ji.
time, may you continue to be blessed with an
I'm
abundance
sorry
of
I
joy,
can't
peace.
name everybody. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Exactly. Exactly. We can't name everybody, but thank you, everyone, for being here with us and
Thank
sharing
you.
the sacred space with us. So thank you.
Thank you.
Until next
God
time,
bless
may you
all.
continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all much
Thank
love and
you.
blessings. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you again,
Bye.
Deepak. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye for now.